Today we're going to be working on a Frigidaire model. In this case, the model number of this refrigerator was removed for some reason, but this is the basic model, so I hope this video can help you guys. The first problem that we have with this refrigerator is that it's freezing up the evaporator coils, and the homeowner is complaining about a freezer working, refrigerator not cooling. So we're gonna start by removing all the racks and trays and ice bucket out of the freezer side to be able to get to the evaporator and check our defrost thermostat and defrost heater on the freezer compartment. Welcome to DIY Repair Now. Read all the warnings, and during this video you will see one or more of these icons to help you do this repair safe. We're gonna start by removing the middle tray and the top tray. You just gotta push it to one side and pull it out. Then we're gonna remove all 4 screws that are holding the panel for the evaporator coils. After we remove the panel, what we're gonna do is remove the harness where the defrost thermostat and defrost heater and also the fan motor are connected. Now we can hear the fan motor, but we still gotta test the defrost heater and defrost thermostat. In this case, what we're gonna do is just follow the wires from the defrost thermostat and the defrost heater in the harness and check with our ohm meter or check for continuity. In this case, I have a tester that checks continuity with tone, so I just have to be paying attention to the tone, and in this case is giving me continuity, so it's beeping every time I test the terminals that comes from the defrost thermostat and also the defrost heater. Now normally when you see a coils like this, the most common issue will be the defrost thermostat or the defrost heater, but not all the time, and this is the reason why I did this video. The other thing that it could be is the main control board, but not so fast. Sometimes it could be the damper. If this damper, the mechanism on the damper is not letting it open all the way, or it's not open at all, it's no cold air going into the refrigerator, and that could cause this problem. Now we're gonna go ahead and remove all this main control board, and as you see, you remove all those screws to be able to get to it. There's one more screws right there by the water filter housing. After you remove all the screws that I pointed out, and you remove the one by the filter housing, then the whole panel comes down. So the next thing you're gonna do is carefully remove the harness from the computer board. All this panel has the main control board, the damper mechanism, and defrost temperature control thermostat. So as you see, I got all the piece out. and I was trying to get everything on camera, but I'm doing this job by myself, so it's a little difficult. This is the part that we're gonna be replacing, and as you're gonna see in this picture, you can see that the mechanism is broken, so it's not opening and closing the way it's supposed to. As a matter of fact, it got stuck on the closed position, and there's no cold air going on the refrigerator side. This is the brand new part, and for some reason my camera stops working when I was replacing the part, but it's very simple. You just remove it from the housing and just install all the harness that goes, which is basically only 3 connectors, one for the switch, one for the motor, and one for the ground. Now remember to insert the temperature control thermostat right back where it was, which is that black tube right there. That is our temperature control thermostat. Plug the harness back in place and go ahead and start installing all our screws. We're going to start from the one in the back, which is the bigger screw, and then we gonna go ahead and do the rest. We're gonna do the one for the filter housing. Our bit got stuck in the screw, so we just got it out and install all 3 screws on the front, the one on the side, and we will plug in our filter housing the way it was. And lastly, we will install the cover for the water lines and reinstall our screw for the water line cover. Make sure all the screws are tight. Now don't over tighten it either, because that could be an issue. We're gonna go ahead and turn it on and put it back in normal setting. And this is the way you put your filter in and remove it. I didn't got that at the beginning of the video, but I can show it to you now. And go ahead and defrost all the coils if they were frost. And go ahead and install our cover panel for our evaporator coils. And reinstall all 4 screws to secure the evaporator coils. Now remember, in this type of panels, you have to put the screw in place, but don't tighten it until you got all 4 in place, because otherwise if you tighten the first one, the other ones are not going to line out. Just go ahead and install our racks back in place just the way they work. Try to take a picture before you're removing, that way it's easier for you to reinstall it back in place. So we're going to install our bottom tray, and we already felt air blowing into the refrigerator side. Reinstall the light bulb. If the rags has this secure rubber clamps, just put them back where they were, and that's it. Alright guys, if this video helped you in any way, you can show us appreciation by giving us a tip using the following options that you see on the screen. If you cannot provide with a tip, is another way to support this channel by just dropping off a comment in the comment section down below. Subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and turn on the bell to receive notifications. Thanks for watching.